Hi all, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing okay. Just wanted to bring you some news following the Australian Grand Prix last weekend, and apart from all the safety cars, virtual safety car, and four red flags actually officially because Nico Hulkenberg stopped on track on the final lap. So apart from all that, there's plenty more going on in the world of Formula One. So I'll cover that now, starting with Lewis Hamilton's very first championship in Formula One in 2008. So here we go. Lewis Hamilton's first F1 world title could be at risk as Felipe Massa has pledged to consider legal action over his controversial defeat. Former F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone admitted last month that the ex Ferrari driver had been robbed of the Drivers' Championship, which would have been the only title triumph of his career. Massa's 2008 title challenge took a hit at the infamous Singapore Grand Prix. The race is still remembered for Nelson Piquet Jr.'s deliberate crash, which helped his Renault teammate Fernando Alonso snatch victory. The incident brought out a safety car and Ferrari botched Massa's pit stop. Nothing unusual there then, which sent the Brazilian tumbling down the grid. Hamilton, meanwhile, was able to capitalise, and the point swing ultimately proved crucial, with Hamilton clinching his first world championship by a single point later that season. An investigation conducted that Piquet Jr.'s crash was on purpose, leaving Renault with a 2-year suspended ban from F1. Ecclestone recently admitted that he and former FIA boss Max Mosley chose not to overturn the result to protect the sport from a huge scandal. Bernie said, according to the statutes, we should have cancelled the race in Singapore under these conditions. That means it would never have happened for the championship standings, and then Felipe Massa would have become world champion and not Lewis Hamilton. Massa has since responded by claiming that he plans to pursue legal action which, if successful, may see Hamilton stripped of his 2008 title. There is a rule that says that when a championship is decided from the moment the driver receives the champion's trophy, things can no longer be changed, even if it has been proved a theft, the 41-year-old explained to motorsport.com. At the time, Ferrari's lawyers told me about this rule. We went to other lawyers, and the answer was that nothing could be done. So I logically believed in this situation, but after 15 years, we hear that the former owner of the Formula One says that he found out in 2008 together with the president of the FIA, and they did nothing so as to not tarnish the name of Formula One. This is very sad to know the result of this race was supposed to be cancelled and I would have a title. In the end, I was the one who lost the most with this result, so we are going after it. To understand this, there are rules, and there are many things that, depending on the country, you cannot go back after 15 years to resolve a situation. But I intend to study the situation, study what the laws say and the rules. We have to have an idea of what is possible to do. I would never go after it thinking financially. I would go after it thinking about justice. I think if you've been punished for something that wasn't your fault, and it's the product of the robbery, a stolen race, justice has to be served. In fact, the right situation is to cancel the result of the race. It is the only justice that can be done in a case like this. Although Massa has acknowledged that seeing the result overturned is unlikely, going after Hamilton's first world title could have disastrous consequences for Lewis, who is currently chasing an 8th title, to put him above Michael Schumacher at the top of the all-time charts. And obviously this could cause issues further with what happened in 2021 if this is allowed to be overturned. I don't know. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. But then on to Max Verstappen and George. Max Verstappen has rubbished George Russell's recent suggestions that Red Bull are almost embarrassed to show their true potential in order to avoid the FIA introducing new measures to clamp down on their unwavering dominance. Red Bull have been in a league of their own since the start of the new campaign and have won every Grand Prix to date, with Verstappen cruising to victory in Australia over the weekend. And Michael Massey. Michael Massey opens up on F1 return. Former FIA race director Michael Massey claims that it was fantastic to be back among the action as he attended the Australian Grand Prix. Massey was axed from his position after the 2021 season finale, which saw Max Verstappen beat Lewis Hamilton in highly controversial circumstances, and the Aussie has not been seen at a race weekend since. He said, "It was great. I was here as the chairman of the Supercar Commission, but it was great to meet so many good friends and see so many people again, including my old FIA team. It was fantastic. I was warmly welcomed by almost everyone I met. It was like seeing my family again after being separated for so long." And there's also, after Lewis Hamilton's comments at the end of the Australian Grand Prix, bit controversial about whether there could be a ban on protesters and when they can get onto the track, because Lewis Hamilton's report could lead to this ban. Australian Grand Prix chief Andrew Westacott hopes that a concerning incident on Sunday will not prevent fans from being allowed onto the track in a controlled manner in the future. Supporters jumped the gun after the race and flooded onto the circuit while cars were still on the track. Lewis Hamilton was the first to report the incident, telling his race engineer Peter Bonington, "There's some people on the track, man. Some fans have got on," Westacott said. There's normally a controlled allowance of people to come onto the track after the race has concluded and after the safety car passes. Spectators had broken one of the lines. We don't know how that's occurred just yet. Motorsport is dangerous. It could have been horrific." And apparently, onto Mercedes with Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton. Wolff is ready to sanction Hamilton exit. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has already admitted that he would not stand in Lewis Hamilton's way if the team remain uncompetitive. The Brit is hunting down what could be a record-breaking 8th world title, although Mercedes are unlikely to deliver that this season, with Red Bull establishing their dominance. Hamilton claims that he wants to stay with the Silver Arrows, although links to Ferrari persist. As a driver, if he wants to win another championship, he needs to make sure that he has the car. And which brings in Eddie Jordan, who said F1 needs Lewis Hamilton to ditch Mercedes for Ferrari. So just as much as the Scuderia need the Brit, according to Eddie Jordan. Speculation about Hamilton's future refuses to go away as he nears the end of his Mercedes contract. While driving a car incapable of winning him a record 8th world championship, Lewis Hamilton has been urged to join Ferrari, with Toto Wolff, as I said, ready to sanction a move to shake up F1. So, there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Lots to talk about there, lots and lots to talk about. Sorry for a little bit of a lengthy video, but if you like what I do, please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and press the bell and get future warnings of more of my lengthy videos that probably drive you crazy. But anyway, until the next time, thanks for watching. Take care.